Hi there, in this video I'm going to show you how to use Flipgrid with Canvas. So first you need to add Flipgrid to your Canvas course shell. In order to do that, you'll scroll down to the bottom and select Settings on the left course navigation. And then you'll click the fourth tab up at the top for Apps. You'll search for the Flipgrid app and you'll see it here. And you'll click on the app and then you can select Add App. It will then ask you for a consumer key and shared secret. So you will need to log into Flipgrid to get both of these. The website for Flipgrid is just flipgrid.com. And then you can either sign up or log in, and it's free. And then you'll click on your profile image in the top right and select Integrations. You'll most likely need to add a new integration. And this is my development shell, so I will just label it as such. And then you can see it has given me a consumer key and shared secret. So I will copy the consumer key and I will paste it in here, and then I'll do the same with the shared secret. I will copy that code and I will plug it in here, and then I will select Add App. And now you can see it's amongst my installed apps. After you've installed the Flipgrid app, it should appear in your left course navigation, so you can see it here. But actually, you don't need to use this to create assignments, and students don't need to access it. So I would recommend hiding it to avoid confusion. So you can click on the navigation tab from Settings. We're still in Settings. And then you can see Flipgrid is up amongst the visible apps. So you can move it down below so that it will now be hidden from you and students. And then at the bottom, be sure to select Save. So now that Flipgrid is installed in your Canvas course, you can create an assignment with Flipgrid. So I'll create an assignment using modules. I'll go to my modules. And on my first module here, I'll click the plus sign on the header to create a new assignment. So I'll keep assignment, I'll select new assignment. I will type in my title, and I will add the item. And if I scroll down to the bottom of my module, I'll see that it's been added. I'll click on that title, and then I'll select Edit in the top right. And just like any regular assignment, you'll type your instructions in the text box and a prompt. I would include as much content and instructions for this Flipgrid assignment in Canvas, not in Flipgrid, because then when you import this assignment to your regular course or to a different course, all the content will remain within Canvas and not in Flipgrid. So then after you've added whatever information you would like in the text box, then you can go ahead and choose all your other settings, however many points you would like. And then the important part is the submission type. This is what links your assignment to Flipgrid. So for a submission type, we will select External Tool. We'll choose Find, and we will click on Flipgrid. And after you've selected Flipgrid, click the blue Select button in the bottom right. I usually do not load Flipgrid in a new tab, so I don't usually check that box. You can choose whatever other settings you would like, and then we'll click Save. Now you can see that Flipgrid has been added to this assignment. Up above you have the instructions that you added for students, and then right below it is Flipgrid integrated into your Canvas assignment. And you can see it's connected with your Canvas course. And if you go to the right and click on the pencil, you'll be able to edit this. You don't have to edit it at all, but there are some settings that you might want to choose. You could change the title. You could edit the prompt here, but you also have the prompt up above. And then you could change the maximum recording time for students if you would like. It goes all the way up to 10 minutes. Each of the students' videos will be automatically closed captioned. If you add media, it will appear up at the top where the title and prompt is of this Flipgrid, and you could include a video explaining what students need to do, or a YouTube video with a prompt or an image, so you could add any of that. And you also have the option to add a link, such as a Google Doc link, and dates, notifications if you would like any, and any of these other settings. If you want students to be able to reply to other students using a video recording, then you would want to make sure this one is enabled with video comments. You might want students to be able to like other student videos. Feedback is not so important because you won't be providing feedback through Flipgrid. You'll be providing feedback through the Canvas SpeedGrader. So that's what makes this integration so convenient, is that each student's video will appear in your SpeedGrader, and you'll be able to provide comments and grade them from within the Canvas SpeedGrader. And then once you have finished going through all those settings, you can update topic with the blue button at the bottom. And now your Flipgrid has been created. And you can see here there's a record a response button. But let's look at it from the student view so you can see exactly what it looks like for students. I'm in student view now, and I will scroll down to the bottom of this module and select the assignment. And this is exactly what students will see. They don't have to log in. They don't have to do anything different. They just click on the assignment. They'll see your instructions up here. And then if they scroll down, they will see the Flipgrid assignment. So this is what they have. So they can either choose to select record a response, or they could select this other record a response button. And once the students respond, all their videos will show up here so that they can easily share their videos with one another. So I'll show you what it looks like for the student to go through this assignment. They'll click on the button. This will pop up. They'll click the red video camera to record. Hi. And when they're done, they'll hit pause. Then they can go next. They can preview their video, make sure it's okay. Then they'll click next. And they take a selfie. Oop, that's not a very good one, but that's okay. They can also add effects here. So you can make it a little fun, add emojis or add filters or other fun items. And then click next. And they'll just enter their name. That's all they have to enter. They don't have to enter an email address or anything else. They'll click submit. And they get the fun confetti and complete. And you can see now that it shows I have one response, and there's my video. And so every time a student creates a video, it will show up here, and you'll have all your student videos. And now I'll go ahead and show you how you will view these videos in SpeedGrader. I'm back in the teacher view of this assignment. You can see all your student responses down here. And then I can, from my assignment in Canvas, I can click on SpeedGrader. And this is how it appears in SpeedGrader. Your student video will be on the left. You can provide a score. You can add your comments as you usually would, and then you can submit, and the student will see this all in Canvas. So you really don't need to do much in Flipgrid other than retrieve the consumer key and secret key. Other than that, everything can be done from within Canvas. And if a student is using their cell phone to do this, they need to be doing it from the Canvas Student app, and then they'll be prompted to get the Flipgrid app on their phone. But then other than that, if they're on the computer, it will all be done from within Canvas. Okay, so that's how you use Flipgrid with Canvas. Thank you.